Fighting with Chris and Darren.
Boom! We're live on the internet to 0 people.
Yeah. Hey. Not many listeners to the podcast, are there? But there you go.
How's it going, Darren?
Very good. Very good. How are you?
Oh, I'm a biscuit fan of coffee.
What a desperate start.
That's
This is the Eric Bristow episode.
Who's Eric Bristow?
No.
I'm very young.
Who's Eric Bristow?
I'm much younger than you.
Darts player. You must remember that. Eric Crafty Cockney. Eric Bristow.
All I know is the Power Taylor.
Oh, there you go. We'll call it that then if you want. The Power Taylor episode.
Why, you've been playing darts?
No, episode 180.
Oh, so slow. Or American listeners. Do Americans play darts? Nah.
They must be aware of it.
It's like they play pool wrong.
Yeah.
They don't do spots and stripes. Just bounce one and the other, and it's just complete bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Stupid sport. I'm never really into it.
No.
So, Dan, I had a very busy weekend.
You have?
Yeah. So I was competing Saturday, my first time in the pro division.
Yes.
So it was live on the internet and all that stuff on pay-per-view. Ooh.
Was it?
Yeah.
What? Oh, was it on Fight?
Yeah. The same one as Chuck the Down Ortiz, just saying. But
That's it,
it's probably a bad thing.
That's it.
But I had 3 matches and 3 wins, but due to a refereeing error, I got a bronze medal, but I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I beat 2 black belts. I've obviously got my black belt about a year ago.
Yeah.
I train with black belts all the time. Like, I submit black belts in the gym, but that's always, it's never quite the same because there's not the pressure and everyone's just playing and it's just fun.
Yeah.
So it's the first time I submitted black belts in a competition. I submitted 2 in both matches were less than a minute.
Right.
So 2 very quick heel hooks, which is like my shit.
What's the difference between submission wrestling and jiu-jitsu?
So this is the Abu Dhabi Combat Club.
Yeah.
So they have the main Abu Dhabi Combat Club in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And it's kind of considered to be like the Olympics of submission wrestling.
Right.
When we talk submission wrestling, we're talking all the grappling arts.
Right.
So freestyle wrestlers, sambo, guys that just do MMA maybe.
Right, okay. Right.
Mostly it's jiu-jitsu people.
Yeah.
But it's much more open. So you get catch wrestlers like Josh Barnett type people.
Right.
So it's not, most jiu-jitsu competitions are in belts, so you'd be the black belt category, whereas this they call pro. So pro is, I think you've trained more than 8 years and you've won major medals before.
Right, okay. Right.
To get in that category.
So
yeah, I came out my first match, heel hooked the guy in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then a very odd second match where I heel hooked, but he didn't tap, and there was all this controversy, and they gave it to the other guy, even though he didn't do anything. And then my third match, the bronze medal match, I heel hooked him in 30 seconds.
Very good.
Yeah.
So your 1,000 hours of heel hooks or whatever is working.
100 hours.
100 hours. Yeah.
I was trying to think about this earlier. It's obviously in this category, everyone is trained for. They're all black belts, so it's like 8 years plus training, all that level. So if you go in there and you do this, if I tried to play close guard and get a triangle, right? It's like they've done so many thousands of hours of that, as have I.
Yeah.
That it's very hard to get anything. Whereas if you can do something that's a bit niche.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was very on the bits of the matches where it was normal guard passing jiu-jitsu stuff. Like I was definitely holding my own and doing well. Yeah. But when it came to ripping people's legs off, I had an advantage over most of them.
That Polaris kind of thing where you've got a thing that you just they don't want to let you get to.
You think about MMA, the early days, Horace Gracie's speciality was the ground. But you can break that down even more. You could be a speciality on a particular bit on the ground. Or
like Johnny Boy Maguire.
Yeah.
If he gets hold of your arm, you're having a Kimura, aren't you?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, commentating Elite Combat MMA. I did post-fight interviews for the first time.
Did you?
Yeah, I loved it.
I assume it was a heavyweight.
But it was over in 4 seconds, that one.
Yeah.
Gareth Evans.
I actually watched it back again and counted the 4 seconds.
He just walked in and lapped him in the face, and then the guy double-legged the ref.
Yeah, he kind of threw a kick as well in that 4 seconds. Yeah.
Did a lot. And I think his previous fight was 10 seconds or something.
Was it?
It's clearly a knockout guy. Just walked forward and tagged him on the chin.
See, I just feel sorry for the other person when I watch that.
Especially because he double-legged the ref. And it's a bit of it's a joke and whatever. It's funny that you did that, but you don't know where you are, so your instinct takes over and just grab the nearest person.
Yeah.
So refs get fucked up sometimes.
Yeah, but even apart from that, like you kind of like, you're telling your mates that you're fighting at the weekend. or you're telling someone,
And they're going to
obviously,
watch you.
and then or the next day someone's going to be able to get on. They'd be no, lost in 4 seconds. It's kind of like, which could happen to anyone, couldn't it? And it's just unfortunate that
that's always the thing I found with. I've lost a few fights, but I never. It was always close or a decision, or I got enough. I always try to throw. I don't do this anymore, but when I first started competing, I would always try and throw something a bit ridiculous.
Yeah,
like a Superman punch or a jumping spinning back kick.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, even if I get knocked out in 20 seconds, I can just put that little clip on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's why some fighters they lose. Like our boy Max.
Yeah.
He did really, really well. He lost a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it was a really close fight where he was very close to winning, and like there's so many positives to take away from that. But when you get starched in 4 seconds, you didn't even get to show, you didn't even get to try.
No, that's it. No.
Heavyweights is brutal.
Well, not seen Max since. What actually happened? Was you just outboxed, or what part area did he lose in?
So I'm gonna do it. Oh, I play for
Handsome. Miles, you're right over by me. There you are. Them long old legs. Like my feet are underneath my chair, and you're still playing.
I'm impressed though. The end of your dick was by your ankles. But Max was fine. So my analysis: the first round, Max took a few strikes. The guy shot for a takedown and held him against the cage.
Right.
And Max is a very good all rounder. If there's one weakness. And it's partly my fault because he doesn't train at a full-time gym. And we went over to Amadou and we practiced this, but need to do hundreds of hours.
Wrestling.
It's cage wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not just wrestling, it's cage wrestling, which is it's a different martial art in itself.
Yeah.
It's, how to use the cage to get back to your feet or take someone down or run the distance. And the guy took Max down and basically just held him down for the round.
Right.
He didn't commit enough to his ground and pound or anything because he knew Max would escape.
Yeah.
So the guy, the 10-9 round, no damage done. Second round, the other guy won. He caught Max with a few shots. Max threw a lot back, definitely landed with some of his own, but got taken down, struggled. He lost that round, but still a 10-9, didn't lose it badly.
Right.
Then the third round, Max was landing some big shots, coming back strong, got caught with one, ended up on the floor, got a triangle, locked in.
Yeah.
But there was a short time left, so switched to an armbar in about 10 seconds.
Right.
The guy just snuck his arm out at the end of the round. So he won that round.
Okay, right.
So 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah.
And
but he knew he had to win it in the last round.
And the deciding round was the first round when nothing really happened. So I think there's a lot of positives to take away.
Yeah.
As per normal, the guy's coach had lied about his record. He'd had 4 fights and he's fighting the guy that's had none.
Right, yeah.
Very unfair.
And it was a late opponent switch in the last.
Yeah, and it's someone we didn't have video of, which is annoying.
Yeah.
So you can't figure out even their stance or something.
And I probably didn't help because about 2 weeks before, I said to Max, is your opponent still the same? And he said, yeah, as far as I'm aware. And I said, I know nothing, but I've literally seen Battle Arena have put up, we need a guy 0-0 to fight someone who's 0-0. And I was like, I'm sure there's someone else on the card who's 0-0, but I just checked just in case.
It's a combination of things. One is that you're training for MMA fights, so you're doing dangerous training.
Yeah.
Right? You're grappling every day, wrestling every day.
Yeah.
The chances, and then you're probably putting a bit more intensity into it. So the chance of injury is very high.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not a criticism of every fighter that pulls out. And also, debut guys, there's a lot of guys bottle it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've been shit scared backstage. So I'm not judging anyone that does, but it's occasionally you get someone that on the walk to the cage just legs it. Yeah. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Must be like he's gone to run to the taxi rank with his hand wraps on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gum shield in.
Well, while we're talking about Max, your friend and colleague and client, yeah. Have you ever knocked him out,
Max?
Yeah.
No, why?
Sure.
Why? I've never heard of Max.
I was talking to Max, right? So I trained him a few sessions, obviously, and I was saying something about saying. He said, "Oh, do you go over to Stuart to box?" And I said, "Yeah, I love it. I go over every Friday and box with Stu." And he said, "I love going over there." He said, "But I went over there 6 weeks on the trot, and I got knocked out every week." I was like, "Really?" I said, "What, by Stu?" And he went, "Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty certain he knocked me out literally every single week." So I went over to Stu on the Friday. I went over and I said, "Hey, I've been training Max Mordente." And I said, does he go really hard in sparring or something? And he went, no, not really. Why? And he said, oh, he tells me that you've knocked him out 6 weeks on the trot. And he went, no, it's not me. It's that fucking dickhead Chris. He doesn't realise that he's 30 kilos heavier than him. Max used to join in his training session. Max used to join in on his training session, and he would think that he's still sparring me, and he knocked him out every single week. He said, but fair play to him, he keeps coming back. He kept coming back.
He was getting dumber and dumber.
Yeah. So I lured you into that, didn't I? And Stu went, you know me. He said, honestly, he said,
bullshit. I'm just still it. So many guys like.
He said, I'd catch him with a body shot or something if he went heavy. He said, but I'm aware he only weighs about 60k.
He hit Max several times. I never knocked him out. He might have been a bit dazed. I definitely dazed him a few times. We should get in my way.
This is when he said 6 weeks out of 6. He said, after week 6, I thought, yeah, fuck that, I could do about getting knocked out this week. And then, bless him, he went... But to be fair to Chris, I was jumping in on his training session. I wasn't paying, so I probably deserved it. I was like, well, that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, I agree. I never knocked him out. That is a gross exaggeration. I probably tagged him pretty hard, but then he wants to get in a cage. That's the game.
He wants to get in a cage of a 100-kilo guy.
The game I always played with Stu was we try and hit each other pretty much as hard as you can.
Yeah.
But the follow-up shots are nice.
Yeah.
And I played the same game with Max, who's a bit small. But I never knocked him out. I've never knocked anyone, I don't think.
No? I did.
A couple of people.
On Friday, I did I don't know whether you'd call it just a switch shot or a switch hook.
You caught Stu?
I caught him, but he can't let me catch him, I'm sure. But he taught me it. I've never done that before, ever in my life.
Step back southpaw for a right.
Yeah, but I was going forward into southpaw. And throwing,
short guy move.
Yeah, I'd never done that before. And then, but then a little bit afterwards, he caught me, and he was like, he stopped. He caught me with it, and he went, "That's a variation on the switch. I'll show you that next week." After he got me, so yeah.
Dude's a brick. I remember just hitting him so hard. He just stood there. It's like, the fuck can he like? I've done hard sparring in my time. I remember a spot. I won't say a name, but this 120k Marine, lovely guy, and I remember going hard, and I hit him with a perfect body shot, and just watched him crumble. Like, power in my hand. And the same to Stu, and he just kind of winks at you. What the fuck is this? This is bullshit. You should be dead.
It got me a real good one on Friday. Normally, what happens is, and you know what I'm like, and he basically lets me, particularly in the first 30 seconds. What happens is we stand there before the first round of sparring. We'll touch gloves, and then he'll pretty much just put his guard up, and he'll pretty much just say go, for pretty much 30 seconds, and then we'll get into it, and then we'll do a bit more. But this time he didn't so much. He went right, put his hands up to cover his face like that, and I went throw a couple, and he just threw a straight right immediately, and it felt like he caught me right on the eyeball. And when I looked at the clock, 8 seconds gone. I was like, bollocks. We're doing 7 rounds, and 8 seconds in, he's hit me clean on the eyeball.
Stu and your missus know you've only got 30 seconds in you.
That's it, exactly.
She's nodding. Post-fight interviews are hard.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to. It's not just a script, right?
Yeah.
You have to think on the spot, and you're still with a microphone, a camera pointing at you.
Yeah.
It's I got into it after a few fights. There's 15 fights, but the first couple, I was like, holy shit, this is quite.
Yeah.
You got and then you get someone who.
Do they move around a lot as well? Because they're all wired.
Jesus! Like keep the microphone near your face. You just stand still. I will hold it in your face. Just stand still. And then you see these guys have walked out in front of a couple of thousand people.
Yeah.
Got in a cage. It takes so much balls, right? You're in the 1% of 1%. Even if you get smashed, to just do that walk, right?
Yeah.
And then you put a microphone, it's like, say something. Yeah. And then in the end, I just ended up talking with them. Yeah. And I was like, oh, straight punch.
Let me tell you about my black belt.
It's a black belt, and that was good grappling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You should have done that. That would be quite funny.
But it's fine. I did all the commentary on my own.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So it's just on your own, was it?
Small show, so they only pay for one commentator.
Oh, right.
So I was doing all the commentary.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they started reading out the winner, I'd have to run after the commentator into the cage and then do my interview and then run back because some of it was live on Facebook, so you don't want like dead air.
No, right.
So run back and start waffling again. It's fun.
Late all night then by the time we got home?
No, done by 9.
Oh, well, you are, okay, right.
It was efficient.
It's strange having a Sunday night, isn't it?
Saturday was Fury and loads of other stuff.
Yeah.
Football, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
And often these venues, obviously, you know, there's not a huge margin in these MMA shows because it's only overheads. So the venue will give you a deal on a Sunday night.
Right.
A deal on a Sunday night.
I see, right. Yeah.
And, it's well run. Yeah, Steve Logan, promoter.
Heard the name.
He's good. K-Star Gym.
Right.
It's interesting because he's a promoter, but then there's a lot of fighters on the show.
Yeah.
So he gets independent everything, independent refs, independent judges, and then he gets someone else who becomes the promoter while the show's going on.
Oh, I see.
Who steps into his role so that there's no bias.
Yeah.
And even like he didn't know me, he got like an independent commentator,
Right.
like someone from his team.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that I could give an honest opinion.
Right.
But he also pays my wages, so I don't know how honest it is.
Yeah.
You got to balance these things out.
So is Max fighting the next battle arena, or is he?
I think he wants to fight again.
Yeah, he does, right.
He said to me about, obviously he's focused on his A-levels. He's a very smart young man, even despite being knocked out 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
He was an A student, he's now an F student.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Fucking
he was going to go into chemistry, but now he's kind of like, he's changed his mind.
So I think in theory, he's going to focus on his exams.
Yeah,
Might just mean he plays Xbox, I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's coming, he messaged me, he's coming training tonight, doing extra already. But
to chase him up to you and come back to class yet, since he said he was.
He told me he's going to. But I think he's having a few weeks off and he's been back on it. But he said, I think not the next show. I think what he'd like to do is obviously there's this friction between him. So Frellis is 18 doing his A-levels. So there's a bit of friction between his parents and him because he loves martial arts and fighting.
Yeah.
And his parents want him to get good grades in A-levels.
Yeah.
And I'm on their side.
Right,
so he's talking about trying to get a fight after the next summer holidays. So summer holidays, he can spend 6 weeks doing a training camp.
I see, yeah.
And he said he might even fly out to TriStar, train there.
Right.
Awesome.
Fuck, he won't. He wouldn't even come to Spain with me. I tried to get him to come over. He was like, yeah, I probably won't do that. I probably won't be able to afford it. Well, it's in Spain. It's just down the road. Come over. You'll love it.
I like Max. He's this odd combination of... Most teenagers are lazy, right? So I got another student, I won't say his name, but he was like, I want to fight. He came to see Max fight. I want to fight. I was like, awesome, mate. He's like, how long before I can fight? And he hasn't been training very long. So I was like, if you train 2 or 3 times a week, I was like, for the next year.
Yeah.
And then after that, I will sit down with you and we'll go through like a camp. So it's going to be 8 weeks probably. And over those 8 weeks, you have to train 5 or 6 days a week, like Max did, you know, so to peak and be really sharp.
Yeah. And
train with different people and different looks. Like, oh, that's a lot of training. He's like, can't I just do 3 days a week? Won't that be enough? I was like, oh, Max did 6 days a week and he's been doing martial arts since he was 10, and you know he still didn't get the result he wanted. So he, and then like some people are delusional. Some people spar, and I watch them, and they look like there's like kids punch ball things like ping back. Like, they look like one of those just getting hit 1,000 times in the face. Yeah. Then come over, coach. Ready to fight. Jesus, you just got hit 127 times in the face and landed one. Yeah, but that one. Or I get the, it's my mentality. If you saw me when I got in there, I fucked people up. You sure?
Do you know this microphone isn't plugged in, by the way?
I know, but it looks like we're professional. Stop making the mic.
Oh, okay, right.
We're using the very shitty built-in mic. I'm going to buy.
We are still recording. That's
right. I'm going to buy a new one.
Right. Okay.
The audio quality is very low.
It's funny because a couple of people were concerned about Max fighting. A couple of people who come to my class, they were like, literally 2 people said to me, is he really going to fight? I said, yeah,
it's good.
Right. Yeah, they said he's too pretty to get punched in the face.
I had the same problem. That's why I stopped fighting.
Yeah.
I had to maintain his good looks.
We worked out he looked like the geezer out One Direction, Harry Styles.
He looks a bit like an angry lesbian, doesn't he?
Yeah. But it's funny because I was talking to him about his hair, because his hair gets in the way of everything.
Shit.
If he does kettlebell swings, he's like, one of them dogs where it's like the hair's just completely over his eyes.
You can send him to your dog groomers.
Yeah, he literally could not see what was going on because his hair was like right down in like a straight line down below his nose. And I said to him, you need to sort that hair out before you swing. He said, you know what? I just ain't bothered going to the hairdressers. I had a skinhead. and I hadn't had anything done for like a year. He said, I can't bother to go to the hairdressers.
When I used to box with Stu every week, it was always the indication that I needed to get a haircut was my hair got in my eyes. Not an issue for you.
I was going to
be
say,
honest.
I can only imagine that. Imagine the problem.
You look like a shit Santa Claus at the moment. That's what's going on. Like a Santa that's having chemo. That's too far.
I like that one. That was a good one. 48.
48.
48.
Jesus.
Amazing, isn't it? 48.
Isn't there like a farm we have to take you to or something? Turn you to glue.
While you're in good comedy form,
Am I?
just then, that was quite good for you.
Gonna do an open mic.
Yeah. Start out now, and I'm going to give your initial subject.
Oh no.
I didn't really do. I'm still catching up on UFC because it was obviously 2 in 2 nights. I still don't know. I still haven't seen Tough.
I haven't seen
the first Tough. I've seen the second. I've seen the UFC Adelaide or wherever it was, but I haven't seen Tough. So I didn't go on social media at all yesterday. And then today I went on Instagram. My boy,
Your boy?
Lukey Barnett,
Oh yeah?
going to be a dad.
Is he?
He is. Go.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Not touching that with a 6-foot pole.
Yeah. I thought he'd have loads to say about that.
Oh, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. He bottled it.
He's definitely a violent man.
Yeah.
And I feel like he'd have a very good sense of humour up until mucking his unborn child. It's going to come out taller than you, definitely.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. I was just worried about poor Lucy coming out of them ears. It's going to hurt.
This is you.
I know, exactly.
I'm saying nothing.
I have been talking to her on WhatsApp today, and I'm kind of like,
I think she's got to push out the FA Cup before.
There you go. You see, keep going. I'm just leading you down the path.
Anything.
I'm leading you down the path.
No.
When we went over to Spain in October,
You got mine, the Funny Bones family book. So.
One of the guys went over, Dave, one of my clients came over with us, and Jamie went, I've got a great idea, because we were all sparring with Luke and Brad. Jamie went, I've got a great idea. Has Luke ever met Chris? And I said, no, not in person. He's like, we've done a podcast with him, but he's never met him in person. He said, so he doesn't exactly know what he looks like. I was like, no. He's like, introduce Dave, and he's like, Dave weighs about 9.5 stone. Lovely guy, but there's not an awful lot of him. And he said, introduce Dave as Chris and say that he's been saying he's going to fuck him up sparring because he doesn't want to fuck him up with jiu-jitsu. He wants to just do the sparring element. Just do the, and then we'll just pretend that Dave's Chris, and then Luke can paste him. I was like, no, I can't do that.
Me and Luke do need our grappling super fight.
You do. Mm-hmm. You do. The other thing, Jamie to Dave, right? Dave was arriving late on late flight or something. Me and Jamie were out having lunch week. Jamie was sharing the room with Dave, and he said, Dave's texted him and he said, I'm on my way to the hotel. And Jamie said, the room's open for you or whatever. We're on 1124. They've given us a special room. Don't worry about checking in. It's all done for you. Just go straight to the room. Of course, that room didn't exist. And he was delayed 2 hours. He's flown out, and then he wandered around the hotel, a 9-floor hotel, looking for a room that doesn't exist. And then he went down to reception and asked for that room that didn't exist.
Do you know a lot of hotels, or most hotels, don't have a room 13 or a floor 13?
Floor 13, yeah.
So it used to be like you get a new employee, and you'd be like, I can take this room service to room 13.
Yeah.
Just wander around.
Yeah, it's about 85% of lifts don't have a floor 13. And no one notices. Strange, isn't it?
Well, you don't sit there counting the numbers, do you?
No, exactly. No, exactly. If you're on 11 or 18, you don't care until you're on before.
I stayed in a shit hotel all weekend. They had a tribute act, and I can't figure out who they were tributing. That bad.
Was this before the fights?
No, so I drove to Manchester,
yeah,
competed, and then drove. I didn't want to drive all the way back to my house, so I drove to Birmingham, stayed in
I see,
30 quid hotel. My room stank of pot, and a single bed that was Even you would have found too short. It was not a Lisa mattress. Definitely not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whereabouts was it in Brum?
I don't know. It's all shit, isn't it? The shit bit. The Great Bar Hotel.
Oh,
Shout
Great
out
Bar,
to
right,
fuck
okay.
you. How about that?
Oh.
It was so crappy. It's like this. It was like Jesus. I wouldn't have want to go in there with a purple UV light or whatever it is.
Right,
Jesus,
yeah.
would have been horrendous.
Yeah. I guess it serves you right for booking 30 quid.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Really.
But I was bored. I wandered down to the bar, and then I ended up in like some random person's wedding watching a tribute act. That's quite fun. But they were so shit. How can you call yourself a musician and be so shit? It's like you calling yourself a personal trainer.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Love you, baby.
I had a question for you. Have you ever been injured since you got a black belt?
Little injuries.
So it's what someone sent this through a couple of weeks ago, and we haven't really got together since. So I thought I'd hold it on and ask you. What have you got?
Jiu-jitsu. There's this jiu-jitsu saying that if you wake up and nothing hurts, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's so hard on your body.
Yeah.
It's so counterintuitive. Right. If you went to the gym and you saw someone spinning on their head and flinging 100 kilos up in the air, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, that's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to snap his spine. Then you go to a jiu-jitsu class, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good for your body, but no. I mean, I've become a bit more careful with how I train.
Right.
There's one particular training partner that I now refuse to train with.
Oh, really?
I think he's dangerous.
Right.
And it's not just like he's hurt me before, and he's hurt numerous people before. And
not the geezer who needs you in the balls.
Yes, that guy.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Same guy. Yeah. So I refused to train with him. And then even in the class, you know, I think there's a thing about being a black belt or a higher level is that you can control the round a lot of the time, especially being bigger as well.
Yeah.
So if I get someone who I think is a bit dangerous, I get to a dominant position. Instead of rushing, I take my time.
Right.
So I make sure I'm controlling the whole round.
Yeah.
Whereas someone else, like my boy Ben from the podcast, he's so safe the way he trains, and hopefully me with him. Like, I can just mess about and have fun and try lots of different stuff, and there's no issue. No, I've got much better control of my ego as well. So a lot of the time people get hurt because they get an injury and they carry on because they're like, I'm going to beat him, even though they've pulled a muscle. Or they won't tap out to stuff, they fight too long. Whereas younger, I think I was like that because it was like my identity was like, I'm a fighter or I want to do X, Y, and Z. Whereas now it's like my identity is I'm a dad.
Yeah, right.
Like husband and provider. And so if I tap out to someone, that's much more important. I protect that bit of my life. But no, so far so good. But thanks for asking the question and cursing me. Cheers.
That's all right.
Much appreciated.
That's all right. So you've not seen any UFC then?
No.
Do you know the results?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh, Shuey. He lost, didn't he?
Yeah. That was interesting, actually. The Tuivasa, he took some massive shots, and literally didn't take some massive shots, but the shots that he did took looked like they hadn't touched him at all.
Yeah.
But Dos Santos, to be fair, he caught him really. I don't know if he straight right and straightened him up and left hook, or the other way around, and knocked him down, which was interesting. I thought Willis was quite impressive against Mark Hunt. Kind of out.
So how did he win?
He didn't really take any big shots, and then from round 2 and 3, out jabbed him and just kept him at distance. And Hunt looked very, very slow. He had cut his leg, Hunt, but then the other big one was their training partner, wasn't it? Tyson Pedro.
Yeah.
Against that was really interesting. First round was really interesting. Whenever Pedro went forward and hit him, Shogun immediately replied with something. And it looked like Pedro could have finished it in round 1 once or twice and didn't. He got him up against the rope.
Holy shit, 127.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Rocking the dad bod.
Yeah.
Throwing power kicks.
But Pedro threw about 3 or 4 right uppercuts and landed every time.
Couldn't put them away.
No.
And 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
So JDS,
Yeah.
I think the most interesting thing about JDS is before he was famous, he was married.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're going to say now. Yeah.
JDS's ex-wife
Yeah.
was the camera.
Yeah.
JDS's ex-wife, holy moly. What's the sharp that she got stung by all the bees. And then
Now he's famous.
yeah. Bit of an upgrade, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, she might have the personality of a fish, but who cares?
Yeah.
Set of chompers on it.
Yeah.
Beautiful teeth. You have a before and after. Where's the camera? Before and after. Cheat. Wow. If it's the same woman, that's the best surgery in history. But I'm pretty sure this troll, this poor woman.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
call her a troll. But
Exactly.
yeah, don't get married before you're famous. Get famous then choose. Jesus, put yourself down. And also, like, even before, when he was poor, why did he marry her?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a fat face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bleach block. That's just not good.
So your bottle having to go at Luke, but you're having to go at her.
JDS. Oh no, maybe that's why. Look at him with long black hair. Looks like shit.
Oh, well, there you go. You see, yeah, that's fair
That's
enough.
how he got her.
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
Does look very different, doesn't it?
Oh, interesting. Maybe I think all the steroids helped. What? Brazilians on steroids? Who would imply that?
Another interesting thing, UFC. Joseph Benavidez won twice.
How? What?
Yeah.
Why?
Never heard of that before, have you?
How did he win twice?
Fight got stopped, ground and pound,
Yeah.
and then the ref decided that he hadn't stopped it.
So they
So he carried on.
had a grappling match like that.
And then
Can't
finished,
judge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what reminded me of it. And then finished him again. So the ref actually stepped in to stop him, changed his mind, let him carry on. Then it went on for about another 30 seconds or something, and then he won again. Interesting. Sniffy today.
See, think about JDS's ex-wife. He was like madly in love. And he's like, no, this is the one for me. She looks like she's got permanent allergies, but she's the one for me.
Allergies.
She looks like she's got a peanut allergy, but eats a jar of peanuts every day. That's what she looks like. I just love Reese's peanut butter cups.
I know what it's going to do to
Yeah,
me.
she's just swollen, perfectly swollen. And he's like, no, it's just amazing. She's amazing. Even when I'm rich and famous as a fighter, I'll still stick around. And then went to like one Victoria's Secret model party and was like, well,
Yeah.
well, reevaluate his decisions. I think I'd be good.
You think what, sorry?
You know, I became rich and famous and had
Yeah. You'd stick
supermodels.
with Julia, would you?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I genuinely do.
Right, good.
I think she's very pretty. I think I'm deluded.
I've got some news for you.
Yeah.
Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari
My man.
denies he's died and was replaced by a clone. The Nigerian president has denied rumours that he died following a period of ill health, and he's been replaced by a Sudanese clone. Muhammadu Buhari addressed the speculation when he met members of the Nigerian community in Poland. This is the real me, I assure you. I will celebrate my 17th birthday. I will still be going strong.
What our listeners don't realise is that you died a long time ago, and
Yeah.
all I did to replace you was draw a beard on a baked potato.
It's quite
Denies he died. Saddam Hussein had like 10 different body doubles.
he had people actually have surgery, didn't he? He made people have surgery so they look like him.
And so they had DNA tests when they found him.
Did they?
Yeah, they got some DNA for some conference thing. The actual man was there.
Yeah.
So they had these samples and they could test it was actually him. But then maybe he's alive somewhere.
And I've got one more for you.
Didn't look like him though.
A pilot in Australia is being investigated after they fell asleep in the cockpit and missed their destination by 29 miles. The pilot was the only person on board at the time. Overshot.
Jesus, doesn't matter.
Overshot a remote Tasmanian island where he was supposed to land after dozing off. Pretty worrying. And it is literally, they're going from the mainland to this island, then went 29 miles past it, overshot King Island, and then had to double back and arrived an hour later.
Did you see the hang glider video?
No, I don't think so.
What?
No.
Damn it. Useless man. Right. I can't believe you didn't see this. This has been the most popular thing of the week.
No.
Right. I'm on it.
Here we go.
Right, you're gonna have to like double watch it. I'm gonna hold it. Ah, Jesus. Turn the volume down. Try over. Right. So look, he's not attached, Darren.
Oh, the geezer, right? Okay.
He is not attached.
All right.
So the instructor, the guy in the blue.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. He forgot to attach the guy that he was taking on experience. So and because they're going so fast downhill, he can't just land.
Right.
And you've done that hanging from a pole thing before.
Yeah, it's hard.
It was like 3 minutes.
Really?
Like, torn muscles in his bicep, broken wrist.
Wow.
From dangling.
Wow. Oh dear.
That shit, scary, right?
Yeah.
Doing chin-ups.
He would have died, wouldn't he? What was the thing we saw yesterday, Momador, on the last leg, the last part that the little comedian showed? They showed 2 clips, didn't they? 2 things. Can't remember?
No.
Oh, thanks for that. We were going to advertise our spices then, weren't we? But do you think?
You can't be me for that.
Yeah.
Shit, you two just been talking about.
What?
There was something funny on there, but I can't remember what it was. There's two.
Great story, Darren.
Yeah, there's 2 other viral things going around.
You can tell I'm replaced you with a baked potato.
Yeah. One is this giant cow. You seen that giant cow? It's too big to take to the actual
giant cow now. Oh, that's genius on the cow's part.
I know. Yeah, no, so I've got it here for you.
Oh, he's ready.
It won't help. Yeah, it's everywhere. Look the size of it.
That is a big cow.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, it's literally twice as big as anything else. And knickers the cow.
Holy cow.
It's too big to be slaughtered. A neutered male cow is so huge, it was unable to be processed at the slaughterhouse.
I know what it's like to be a neutered cow.
Yeah. How are they now, by the way?
The testicles, they're doing well.
Are they?
Flourishing.
Are you pretty much back to where you should be?
Yeah, they jingle a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think they're held in place as well anymore.
No?
Yeah.
Do you still get the odd pain or not?
So, yeah, I probably have they're like, oh, you'll be back in the office. And I was like, I don't work in the office.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I sometimes have to do in my job is I hold a big pad on my thigh and people kick it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that particular thing kind of jingles the old ball bag a bit.
Ah, yeah.
And like, even to the point of making a noise, like ringing a bell. But, ding, ding.
And that's painful, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've got a...
I whacked your testicles together.
I got a body protector the other day from Stu to use in training.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Yeah.
Fun.
Brilliant, aren't they?
Depends who you're training, because they still hurt sometimes.
Very much so. So,
You have to be careful.
I've got a terrible one. Shout out to RDX.
Is it shit?
It's appalling. I may as well wear another jumper. It's that bad.
Some of my female clients just let it hit me. I'm not too worried.
No, but this is like proper bad. And then at class the other Tuesday night, like Stu's given me a decent one now. You still feel it if a few people dig it, but not much.
Let me kick it.
No,
Oh.
no. But I made myself a station at circuits with it. So I was literally, we had like 10 stations and I was one of them with my body protector on.
You say you're 48 or 49?
48.
48, you finally found your calling in life.
Exactly.
Human punch bag.
Just walk forward and let people hit me. So I was doing that all night.
Years
literally.
of practice you've had of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's what I call sparring. I mean, the good thing is because I'm only hitting my body, I kept my eyes open, so it was all right. But afterwards, my whole upper body was red raw. Because
Like bruising or like just ab workout?
No, like slapped red. Because I guess the punches would have dissipated over the. But literally, I said I feel like I'm a bit red, but I couldn't see at the end of class while we were stretching. I said I'm going to pull my top up. You didn't tell me. I pulled my top up, and everyone went, "Ooh!" You know, like you got some brilliant sunburn. It was a bit, but it was fine the next day.
I'm sure that just wasn't their reaction to your body. They're
It
like,
could have been that.
we're getting fitness advice from this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, beer belly.
Ooh, how fast CrossFit?
And this new place opening that they keep on about?
Super gym. I can't say anything about it, can we? But
I've got about 10 minutes left.
so it dissipates the punch.
Yeah.
But a bulletproof vest dissipates the power of the bullet, right? So people will still get broken ribs and shit from bulletproof vests.
Yeah.
You see these movies, they're like, oh, you didn't work because I got a vest on. No. You've still got the force of a bullet hitting you, just spread out.
Yeah. There were a few people, Mark in particular, threw like a few, and Jamie threw a couple of good right hooks.
Yeah.
And it just on your rib. So I could actually feel it on my rib through that.
I remember Stu wearing one for me, and
Yeah.
I could, with my left, do like a shuffle steps. You get an angle.
Yeah.
I remember a few times that he was like, I don't want to do that anymore. And that's through the belly pad.
Yeah. So we do that now. If he does that, so he calls it kick steps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you throw a hook and you kick round the hook. On the
Lomachenko style.
Yeah. But what we do is we do it on the big pad, but he's got the body protector underneath. So, but I'm hitting the big pad. Not saying that he needs the body protector underneath. He's probably just got it on by chance.
How old are yours, Stu?
Stu's only about 42, 43.
Jesus, got some high mileage, doesn't he?
We're going to get together soon because he's coming over to Spain in May with us. He's going to run a couple of classes, which will be quite cool.
Yeah, he's been worn out a little bit. He needs to be on the scrappage scheme somewhere.
Poor old Stu.
I like Stu, though.
Yeah.
Nice gym as well.
Yeah.
Spot.
Yeah.
Done well for himself.
Yeah. Calls me treacle quite a lot of the time. Right, put your gum shield in, treacle. We'll do a couple of rounds.
I've seen Stu beat the shit out of people before. Like some cheeky gypsies and stuff.
Well, we had a joint client. I'm not sure if he's still training, who goes down there on a Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
And Stu says he constantly has to keep him in check. Every Saturday.
So now I've dropped him a few times.
Yeah. He said he just doesn't hold back at all. So Stu says, right, I'll just hit him with a few body shots and crumble him.
I'm going to show you a picture. I whacked this particular customer in the ear.
I
was going to say his name if I should. Anyway,
well, he hit you without you being ready to be hit, didn't he? And then he posted up a picture of you with a bloody nose. Do you remember?
I said hello to his wife, and he hit me as I did it.
Yeah, and gave you a nosebleed, didn't he?
Cheeky bastard.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he put a picture on social media, or got his wife to, one of the two, but with you with a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And said,
so anyway, he's ever going to hit me if he sneak attacks. No other chance. Bullshit. People cheat.
Yeah.
When they're paying you, you have to take it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
If he wasn't paying me, I'd have put him on his arse. I can't find a picture of his ear. He had a giant purple ear. He was like, do I need the headgear? I was like, nah, we're going to lie. I don't want to hurt. I won't hit you hard. Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, he's got this giant purple throbbing ear.
Yeah.
You shouldn't block shit with your ear.
No. I often have my left ear in particular is often a darker shade of red than it should be when I come back on a Friday. So obviously don't keep my left hand up very well.
But doing this kind of stuff, like kids fall over all the time.
Yeah.
Right? So they're kind of used to it. So then you spring back up most of the time. I might cry, pay attention with it. But adults, I was like, you don't fall over too often, right? Unless you're drunk or something.
Yeah.
You don't bump your head anymore. Like all that stuff stops happening. And then people become really soft and wimpy.
Yeah.
I sometimes see someone like bump their head on a beam or something. And then, Jesus, I've been shot. What the fuck are you doing? Like, they're like soccer players. Like, because you become so hard into it. Like I hit Phil in the ear and give him a giant purple ear.
Yeah.
Like I feel sorry that I did it, but I'm not like really like.
Do you feel sorry for knocking Max out 6 weeks on the trot?
No, because I didn't. But but there's definitely an element of okay, we played the game and you lost, so
yeah,
lump it.
Yeah,
like
well, you know what you're getting into, don't you? To whatever you wanna do. That said, you won't like this. I'm warning you. It's taken me almost a year to become confident enough to spar with Stu
with your eyes open.
With my eyes more open after you being an egotistical
me
sparring partner. Yeah.
When?
Yeah, all the time with me.
When?
If I happen to catch you, you'd be like, "Oh, good shot! I'm going to hit you 6 times now within 4 seconds, just to prove that I'm better than you." And the one time you'll still deny this. We were sparring in my garden. You decided to turn it into a little bit of wrestling.
Yeah.
And then I was a little bit stocky. This was when you were lighter, a little bit stocky. You didn't do much on the wrestling, so you decided to judo throw me straight into an armbar on the floor and gave me a nosebleed with your leg when you did an armbar on the floor when we were meant to be doing just a little bit of touch sparring, as you called it. But I've got confidence now to like spar properly with Stu without the fear that he's going to just fuck me up if I land on him. I no longer say sorry to him when I catch him because I'm just ready for it.
So you've overcome this mental barrier. So am I coming over to train with you next week?
No, you're not. No, because you just fuck it up.
Why?
Yeah, because I've told you.
I haven't boxed in like a year.
Because of the
I'm rusty.
aforementioned reasons. Exactly, because I enjoy it now. I know I'm not going to get some fucking
pay someone not to hit you back.
Yeah, no, he does hit me back. As Stu says, he keeps me honest. Yeah, rather than some 6 foot odd lump who's going to just think, right, fuck you, you hit me. I need to show you that I'm better than you, and also turn it into jiu-jitsu in the last 10 seconds.
If you can't win, change the rules.
That would be true, apart from the fact that you could win anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. But
Stu's saying to me when I first started training with him, it was like, "Oh, but a good boxer would win an MMA fight."
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, let's play.
Yeah,
He's got amazing cardio boxing, but he's just so efficient.
Yeah,
Getting wrestling, he was wheezing like an asthmatic. Don't tell him I said that. I might get angry.
Yeah.
But you're not going to spar with me again.
No, I don't enjoy it. I enjoy sparring with Stu. Stu hasn't got an ego. He knows he can do what he wants.
Ego?
Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah, you're sort of like, I need to constantly show you that I'm much better than you. And I'm
48-year-old baked potato.
Exactly.
There's no ego. I'm going to come over. And redeem myself by sparring nicely. How about that?
Then.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
And then the last 10 seconds get stroppy.
I was going to say, Stu did say that you did spar like a dick with everyone. Said, yeah, he's got no real respect for the fact that he's massive. That was Stu's words. He forgot that he was 100k and massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I got a few at the moment. I have to let beat me up.
Have you?
There's a degree of.
So you didn't do any sparring with him anymore?
I got a few new ones.
Right.
I want to do it, but there's a degree of like. I feel like it's selling out a little bit, or like you get this false. It's like me paying a professional tennis player, to play tennis against me and let me win and tell me I'm really good at tennis, and I tell everyone I'm good at tennis, because I play with this professional tennis player who lets me win. And it's like, it can't be that. What? It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And I know you can't do that with boxing because you are getting hit in the head if you lose every week. But I feel like I'm a bit of a whore because I'm just letting someone beat me up.
Yeah.
Like to the point of even like, okay, that's the combination he throws. I'll make sure I ride it, but I'll let him land that right next time he throws it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he caught me a couple of times today. Good job. It's like, no. You're 4 seconds away from me putting you on your ass at any point. Like, but
see what I mean?
I know. It's frustrating.
My point proven. I've got to wrap up in a couple of minutes. We'll do Thursday guests, then we'll do sponsors.
We've got David Charles Lancaster, really well-known personal trainer, now turned property developer, and he was on the cover of Men's Fitness magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bigger than me.
And is he? How tall is he?
Yeah, I think he's about the same height as me, but way
Right.
more bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on my height, built like you. That's
Yeah.
what we got going on. It's like our love child.
And he's coming here at 9, is he, on Thursday?
What's the plan?
Yeah, cool.
9? We're doing 8, aren't we?
8, yeah,
Yeah.
I can do 8 if you can.
But yeah, 8.
Yeah, it is, you're right, yeah. Lovely.
Your missus wants to be around. That's what she told me.
She wants to be around, and also I think she'll feel like she might want to give him some Momodor spices. That leads nicely into an advert.
Ooh. Where would you get this Momodor spices from?
Momodorskitchen.co.uk. Yeah, cool, got it right. And if are you uploading this today?
Yeah.
If that really quick, there's a 20% discount on everything, purely because we've put our Christmas decorations up. She was feeling Christmassy, but it ends at about 7 o'clock tonight.
What?
I know.
Get on
20% discount on everything on Momodor's.
Momodor's Italian Bakery.
Christmas 20.
Christmas 20, Xmas. Is it Xmas?
Yeah,
Xmas 20. Use code XMAS20 for 20% discount on everything. There is also, or there was, a discount on Lisa. I will just check on their thing to see if they've still
Momodor's
got.
fusilli pasta. It was delicious. With a parmesan on top.
And our other sponsor, one of our other sponsors, Lisa Mattresses, they did have a really, really big.
Oh, I was missing my
discount.
Lisa mattress so much when I was in the dodgy Birmingham hotel.
Oh, I bet
I
you
smelled
were.
hot and
Oh yeah.
the mattress had herpes.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I was like, oh, if I could just be on my Lisa mattress, I'd be so happy. And it fits a full size. Wow, I'm bigger than that, but it's above average person.
So you could have used Black Friday for a £140 discount. There was I think there was a discount at either November or December where you get it was about £120 off a Lisa mattress, but I don't know if that exists at the moment. But even if it doesn't, you've been told so many times that lisa.co.uk/giraffe gives you an £80 discount on the best mattress we've ever slept on.
Often short men want to be taller, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're very comfortable with skin.
Yeah, I never
Don't give a shit.
really given much notice to it.
I think often we always want to be something we're not. Sometimes I want to be a bit shorter and anonymous. It was like I'm just stood and everyone could see me from everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But there's one of the big advantages to being shorter.
Yeah.
I get a mattress.
Yeah.
And I've got X amount of free space.
Yeah.
In comparison to my body size.
Yeah.
You're obviously going to have a lot more.
Loads more, yeah.
When you think about airplane seats.
Yeah, I know.
So cramped anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
The second the person in front of me puts their seat belt back,
Yeah.
leans back to sleep, whatever, it just whacks me in the knee straight away.
Yeah.
And I can't move and I'm uncomfortable, I get cramp and then my
Yeah.
neck hurts and
yeah.
It's just sometimes it's shit.
It's funny actually because I've always said I never really see. I think if you're going to like, I don't know, a massive trip, say you're going to LA or wherever you're going, or New York, I can understand paying to upgrade. But if I'm going to like France or Port, we went to France in October, and there were people paying a first class cabin on BA, like the first 8 rows of first class. And I think it's 2 hours. You're 2 hours in a bloody tin container flying through the air. Why do you want to pay like 4 times the amount? Just put up with it. But it might be because I don't really struggle for room, I guess.
A client I used to train, and they got to one of these high-end travel agents in the high street job, like super high-end. And they put together this package for them of a week's holiday for half term. It was 20k, right?
Right.
I was like, Jesus, that's expensive for a week's holiday.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, part of the issue was the flights. And her husband is 6'5", right? Same as me.
Yeah.
It's like he can't sit in a normal seat. We have to have first class.
Right.
And I kind of understood.
Yeah.
But I will gladly fold myself origami style to save a couple of grand.
Yeah. I'd rather spend that money on the hotel because that's where you spend more time. You know, you might get to a hotel with a Lisa mattress, be worthwhile.
Ooh.
But you know what I mean? If you had a choice of like flying first class or staying in a 4-star, where you spend a week, but you might be in the plane for 2 hours of that week, or flying normal, or being in a 5-star, or whatever it might be. Do you know what I mean? I'd much rather have a nicer hotel where you actually spend a lot more of your waking time and just put up with sitting on a plane and it.
Even if you're in first class, what are you doing? You just sat watching a movie.
Yeah.
And there's just slightly more comfortable.
Got a bit more room, exactly, yeah. Whereas you've got all that waking time and sleeping time, whatever, in a hotel. Do you know what I mean?
Annoys me the people that in the cinema pay for the luxury seat.
Yeah, apparently someone said to me this morning.
I just sit in them anyway.
Up at our local one, up
Yeah.
at Cressix, apparently they've got they put sofas in now.
Oh, so
Posh Wickham.
I don't know why, because not the poshest country in the world, but in Mexico,
Yeah.
so the average wage in Mexico is like £5 a day or something.
Right.
4 or 5 quid a day. So they have these really high-end cinemas for rich people.
Mm.
Well, when I say high-end cinemas, they're probably £9 a ticket, right?
Yeah.
But for the country, that's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
And you have like a massage chair, electric, full reclining, a little table between you, a little lamp.
Yeah.
There's a button to call a waiter, so you can order drinks,
Yeah.
food. You can order at the start, and they have a full menu. And it's like half decent food.
Yeah.
You go, oh, halfway through the movie, can you bring me a plate of nachos and whatever else? Like, and
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla, yeah.
That's what they have, isn't it?
Yeah, or Mexican food.
Have some fajitas.
And or Mama Dore's Italian, whatever you got. And
then for dessert,
awesome.
have some churros.
Churros. That's Spanish, but yeah, they have
Is it?
Mexico as well.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm good at cooking churros.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can make. I think. And a mess. But yeah, the nicest cinemas I've ever been to, Mexico.
Mm.
But it's 3 days' wages.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for us, posh travel people.
Lucky people, yeah. I've got to wrap. Before I do, I know we're seeing you Thursday, but very quickly, who wins?
Tyson Fury.
No, between Brian Ortega
Oh.
and Max Holloway.
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, I was thinking about this earlier. I think Holloway had all this weird medical stuff,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
And he's been off a long time. And Ortega's just looked so dominant.
Yeah.
It's also been a while since he fought.
It is now as well, in the same way, yeah.
Yeah, so
Or because of Max not fighting.
I've never been the biggest Max Holloway fan.
Yeah.
I think he's very good. I think Ortega's a little bit better.
Hope so.
And he's Gracie Jiu-Jitsu guy, so I've got a bit.
Hope so.
You have a bet on it? Fact.
Can you read that?
Champion by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Is there any important codes that shouldn't be shown online?
Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Backed him to be champion at the end of the year.
He's a monster.
All in.
Yeah.
Well, I say all in. I can now back Max Holloway at evens in the fight to guarantee a profit, obviously.
Yeah. If Holloway comes out and boxes and out strikes, I'm not massively surprised.
He did make Aldo look stupid, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But I think it's perfectly placed evens each two. I've no idea who will win, but
If I was going to bet, I'd put Ortega by submission.
yes,
His jiu-jitsu
I agree,
is
yeah.
on fire.
And I think if he is getting lit up on the feet, he will obviously try and get it to the ground if he can get it to the ground.
Mm.
There's the one thing with Ortega is that unanimous. It was one of the only times I've ever heard it. It went to ground, I think, on his last fight, and the crowd almost gasped because they thought, "Oh fuck, he's got it to the ground." Do you know what I mean? It's almost, which it must have been like once people realised what Gracie could do back in the day. You know, when I think it's the only time I've ever heard that happen, and people be like, "Ooh."
You know what's interesting about that? He has really good MMA jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So quite often you're like, Damian Maia was a world champion jiu-jitsu and Jacare as well, and a lot of other guys. You look at their achievements outside of the octagon, grappling-wise. But with Ortega, he hasn't actually competed much in jiu-jitsu at all.
Mm.
It's all, he's an instructor at the head Gracie school, and I suppose everyone's training with him, says he's a monster.
Mm.
Obviously, his plan was always MMA. And I remember Roger saying in an interview, Roger Gracie said in an interview that in MMA, only 20% of jiu-jitsu is relevant.
Yeah.
Because you'd have the gi and certain things, you just get punched in the head. So you lose a lot of that.
Yeah.
So he's been focusing on that 20%, as opposed to doing all of it and learning 1,000 key chokes, spider guard or something.
Yeah.
So, I think that's why everyone's like, holy crap. He's a black belt in MMA jiu-jitsu, not just jiu-jitsu jiu-jitsu, which is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, be very interesting. I've got a wrap, mate.
We'll take my submission. That's the prediction.
Hope so. Brought to you by
Mama Dore's Italian Bakery.
And Lisa Mattresses, lisa.co.uk/giraffe.
Boom.
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 See you Thursday.
See ya.